Dubbed as the world's smallest blockchain, Mina Protocol is a minimal blockchain designed to remain constant in size despite growth in usage. Although it was launched last year, it was already won over a fair share of admirers and investors. But what is Mina Protocol? Well, how does it work? How does it stay at constant size of just 22 kilobytes? So let's dig deeper and let me show you guys how the project began, what it's trying to solve, and what its future is. Welcome to your one-stop shop for all things crypto related. So without further ado, let's begin the video. Before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss any interesting crypto video from me. Having said that, let's get into the video. Welcome to Cult Dao on steroids. When building blockchains, developers must make trade-offs between scalability, decentralization, and security, which are three desirable attributes that are seemingly incompatible when implemented under one protocol. For most projects, only two ingredients can fit together, forcing projects to make compromises. This phenomenon is known as the blockchain trilemma, which was originally coined by Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin as a scalability trilemma. A major reason for the gridlock is the fact that decentralized platforms grow in size as usage increases. Have you ever thought what's the size of a typical blockchain? Well, they're pretty huge. For instance, Bitcoin blockchain is more than 300 gigs, while Ethereum was just over 5 gigs when it started, but expanded up to more than 1,000 gigabytes. This means that they tend to take a lot of bandwidth, making them hard to access for typical users. As blockchains increase in size, they tend to slow down, making them very frustrating to deal with. What Mina Protocol aims to do is to solve this problem. The entire blockchain of Mina Protocol is merely 22 kilobytes. That's roughly the size of a tweet. Now you might be thinking, how does it manage to operate while being so small? It does that by doing something called zero knowledge sucking, non-interactive arguments of knowledge, or ZK snark. This is a unique consensus protocol which is generated by a new block of the blockchain. Instead of storing a copy of the entire blockchain to validate the transactions, ZK Snark only uses the previously generated block, which means the entire blockchain can operate without any slowdown. According to Mina Protocol's developers, ZK Snark function as unforgettable certificates to prove that a computation was performed correctly without proving the entire computation. We can take any computation, such as verifying the transactions in a block, and create a snark out of it. The snark proves the accuracy of a block's transaction history without having to show all of the transactions. This effectively decreases the block of a single snark. There are three types of users that make the Mina Protocol. We are going to discuss that right now. They are verifiers, block producers, and snarkers. The first are verifiers. They are those who interact with the ZK snarks to verify the consensus information. Technically speaking, anyone who uses Mina Protocol can be considered as a verifier if their device is capable of handling the size of the 22 kilobyte of the blockchain and withstand a few milliseconds of processing time. Then there are block producers. They are responsible for staking and mining the Mina Protocol cryptocurrency and putting the transactions into blocks. Apart from bundling transactions into blocks, the block producers also have the job to snark an equivalent number of previously committed trades. If they fail to do so during block production, it will lead to incomplete blocks and other nodes rejecting their validity. So let's suppose if a block producer wants to put 10 transactions on a chain, he must also snark trades from the front of the queue. Thirdly, there are people who make ZK snarks called snarkers or provers. They are responsible for producing the ZK snarks used in verifying the transactions. They are compensated by block producers to make their snarks. There is, however, an auction. Each block producer wants to acquire their ZK snarks as inexpensively as they can. So several snarkers could apply to collaborate with the same block producers, and the block producers choosing which snarker is most valuable for the money. This creates a business economy where multiple snarkers can post bids to the same transaction. and block producers will choose to bid with the lowest fees, which challenges snarkers to produce cheap snarks. Let's take a closer look to how a transaction takes place on the Mina blockchain. The process begins when a user initiates a transaction, after which the trade goes to the mempool, a pool of valid but unconfirmed transactions. Next, snarkers take over by making proofs of snarks. The process follows with the selection of a block producer to bundle transactions into a block. A block producer quickly goes through the mempool for profitable transactions. Then the block producer chooses a snark according to the rules in a consensus mechanism. A block producer looks for the bids with lowest price snark. Next, it's time to incorporate the snarks in the block. Then add the block to the chain and update the network. Snark transactions are removed from the blockchain to help keep the size of the protocols constant at 22 kilobytes. Then the block producer upgrades the protocol's ZK snarks. Finally, the new block becomes part of the chain. Mina was released in 2020 after going through several testing phases. The technical white paper of Mina was released in March 2020, while the economic white paper of Mina was released in October of 2020. Mina's protocol board of directors includes the CEO, Evan Shapiro, Josh Cincinnati, and Jill Carlson. Evan Shapiro previously worked at Mozilla as a software engineer, and Josh Cincinnati worked as a former executive director at Zcash Foundation. Jill Carlson is the principal of Slow Ventures. She also carried out academic research on cryptocurrency at the University of Oxford. As for the Mina coin itself, it does all of the things that cryptocurrencies usually do. It is used by users on the blockchain for paying for certain activities, such as block production or making ZK snarks. The Mina Protocol cryptocurrency can be bought, sold, and traded on majority of all exchanges. It is also used to interact with snaps, which are decentralized applications built on the protocol. Someone might want to hold. The Mina Protocol cryptocurrency is comparatively new, coming onto the market in June of 2021. The project raised $48 million through initial coin offering April 13th of 2021. At the time of its launch, Mina Protocol was worth $9.90. Unfortunately for early investors, this launch price was seen as overvaluing the coin, and it soon fell hard to a low of $2.76. Before recovering to a mark of $3.24. In truth, this newer price seemed to be more justified. It stabilized at somewhere between $2 to $3 for the next few weeks, but with the cryptocurrency market going through a bearish period, the price went down once again. By the new year, the coin was valued at around $3.59, and Mina was no exception. Some recovery was made after that. Following a macroeconomy crash, Mina hit its first all-time low on May 12, 83 cents. Despite recovering slightly, there was another market crash approximately 4 weeks later, which saw the total value of the crypto market sink below $1 trillion. Another all-time low was hit on June 13th, when the token was trading at under 57 cents. Has the market finally bottomed out after this bearish market? At the time of making this video, Mina is trading at 93 cents. We are now going to talk about the technical side of Mina Protocol. Right now, sitting ranked 101, just out of the top 100 at 79 cents. Market cap is sitting at $469 million, which in my opinion is a tad bit low for a layer one. I think there's nothing but opportunity. If it does a 10x, we're at a $5 billion market cap, and that's just sitting just outside of the top 20. If it becomes a top 10 coin, now you're sitting at a 20x. So there's a lot of potential for this actual coin when it comes to growth. Very easy, safe gains in my opinion. Back to Mina though. Circulating supply, I would like that to be a little higher, meaning that we need to figure out what the releases are going to be, because when that goes up, most likely the price is going to go down or our market cap gains are decreased. Why is that? Well, very simple. Market cap equals circulating supply times the price. So we want this as close as the total supply as possible. However, when you look at the price of Mina Protocol, there is nothing but potential. So I like seeing this during a bear market. It just released and has been doing nothing but getting dumped from the beginning. It had an all-time high just over $3.69, showing at $3.71 was its all-time high, and right now we are sitting at 79 cents. So just to get back to the all-time high, there's gains right there. When you look at this fib retracement level, these are different types of potential cash outs. Now, I'm not saying Cult Dao will cash out at these prices. However, I would like to see profit takings potentially. So you got $5.72, $8.93, $12.13, and $14.12, all the way from 79 cents. Now that's not saying that we can't go higher than that. During a bull run, we actually do go higher than that and create new standards. But just from right here, these are the potential gains that we have, nothing but opportunity. Will this be the layer one to have in the future? It's fast. We've already talked about that. The technical saying it's very, very, very undervalued. And I think it's a good idea to put a 13 ETH proposal into Mina Protocol. 13 ETH is just over $25,000 right now. And that's money coming back to the stakers. That's money coming back to the protocol to be burnt, and there's nothing but potential in Mina Protocol. So I like what I see. I like that Cult Dao is thinking about going into this, and for me, it's a no-brainer. When I look at that chart and I see it's a layer one, it's outside the top 100, there's nothing but very good possibilities out of this. It also has very big backers too. What I like to see, you've got right here, blockchain.com, Coinbase, Circle, FTX, NGC Ventures, Pantera, Polychain Capital, Signum Capital. When you see Dragonfly Capital, when you see big names like that, remember these are the people that were investing in XRP, top 3 coin. What if it gets to a top 3? What kind of market cap are we looking at? We're looking at a $67 billion. You take $67 billion and divide it by the market cap right now at 469 million, you're looking at 142x. 13 ETH right now is worth $23,400. Times 142x, that's $3,322,800. So the potential of that being a buyback and burn, and half of that goes back to the stakers of Cult Dao, this is a no-brainer in my opinion. So Mina Protocol, in my opinion, with all the backers being no one's talking about it, very undervalued, is nothing but opportunity. Yes, it can go up the other way around, it can go lower, but at the same time, it's very possible that this could be very big for Cult Dao and their investors. So there you have it, CultDao.io looking to go into Mina Protocol. Mina Protocol is by far a very undervalued layer 1 protocol, and I think that Cult Dao can make a lot of money for its investors with Mina Protocol. So what do you think about Mina Protocol? Write your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your crypto friends. Lastly, do not forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more amazing videos like this one. Cult Dao, Mina Protocol, next bull run,